What's up, Libby? How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, haven't seen you for a while either.
No, I have not seen you for a while.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining Frank for Dog Dates. So I hear you guys have got a big anniversary coming up.
Yeah, we've this was our 10-year anniversary this year. We've been you've been with us those 10 years.
Yes, I have indeed, and that that's no small feat in Vietnam. I remember actually when you guys first started, how I met Mike, who was the founder.
Yeah.
So actually, I knew Mike online first because of both of our passion for dogs and helping dogs here in Vietnam. And he actually messaged me one day and said, "Hey, do you have any warehouse space?" And I said, "I do indeed. I have some in Tao Dien," because at the time I had a warehouse for furniture. And he turned up with 2 other Americans and they wanted some warehouse space. And I think Mike at that time was just playing around with doing some beers and that sort of thing. So, funny story, I had a Mr. Hum, who you know that helps us at the shelter. His brother and his wife were living at the warehouse and keeping an eye on things and that for me.
Yeah.
And this was right at the infancy of beer brewing in Vietnam.
Yeah, it was the big bang of craft beer back then.
Yeah. So these guys were, doing all this experimentation, etc. And I got this call at about 10 o'clock at night, and it was like Mike, and he's like, "Oh, Libby, we may have a problem. And I'm like, "Why? What's the problem?" And I could hear Mr. Tang's wife in the background yelling. And I was like, "Do I need to come down there?" And he said, "Yes, I think you do." And when I got there, the kegs and the bottles were all exploding.
Oh.
And they had exploded all over Mr. Tang's wife. So there was Mike and Max standing outside, Mr. Tang sitting down smoking a cigarette, and his wife yelling and
just
screaming, covered in beer while all these bottles and that were exploding.
Those were the early days of
very
beer.
early.
No more exploding beer, by the way. Thank you.
Come on, you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Quick beer break. Cheers. This is our 10-year anniversary beer. This
cheers.
is the Oolong Bia. It's a tea beer.
I'm not usually a fan of flavored beers, but I have to say that's actually
not bad, right?
Pretty nice. I usually feel like I feel like I'm drinking flowers. Or soap.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm drinking something soapy, but I have to say that's actually pretty good.
This is our new director. Not to get too far off subject, but our new director of ops. He actually wrote like a manuscript on tea beers. So when I tried a tea beer, I went up to him and I was like, "James, can we do a tea beer?" And he's like, I know a thing or two about that. So then we made this, and this is our 10-year anniversary beer. It's been it's becoming a cult favorite, cult following.
It's actually quite refreshing.
So when I first joined with Mike 2016, moving out here, getting to know Mike, one of the first things he told me, I was like, "Why Rooster? Like, why'd you start it?" He wanted to make beer. He wanted to make an alternative to like the local lagers. So like Rooster Blanc, the one reason why that's so good is because it was just made as another option to have outside of Bia Saigon and Ba 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 and all that stuff.
Well, I always remember that Mike, when I would say, "Oh, so you're doing craft beers," he'd be like, "No, I'm doing beer. What I'm interested in doing is good quality beers for everyone.
Yeah.
That people can meet up after work, have
drink
beers." Yeah. I think if you define yourself as craft beers, and I see that a lot of craft breweries are struggling in Australia and struggling in the US as well.
There's been a lot of closures.
And I think you guys were smart to market yourself as simply beer.
A few moments later.
So we have 7 taprooms now.
Wow, no, I did not know that you had that many now. I
7.
knew you had this one, the one in Vung Tau.
Yeah.
And I knew there was one around District 1 or Bintan.
So we got 5 in Ho Chi Minh, so one on Bui Vien, so still keeping that vibe going on from back in the day. District 7 here, District 10, Bintan on Pham Viet Chan, and Binton.
Okay.
Far out there, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we got one in Vung Tau, right around the corner from our partners at Fusion.
Oh, yeah.
And then one in Da Nang.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So everybody can enjoy a rooster.
Yeah, 7 different locations. But the cool thing about all of our tap rooms is that we have no kitchen. Our motto is our beer, your food. So we're able to then work with our community around us. You know?
Okay.
So like the food that we just got from next door at House 51. Some dumplings and whatnot.
I have not had food today, so while I'm having some beers, it's always good to be responsible and have some food with it as well. And at the same time, I've got Frank here.
Yeah.
And he's also going to have a snack. So Frank is eating some Wolf Pet food and treats. He's eating churros. And Han is another one of our community partners who's also a long-time assistant to the rescue community.
Yeah.
So most of your venues dog-friendly? I mean,
all of them are dog-friendly.
All of them are dog-friendly?
Yeah. All of them are dog-friendly. And that's, you know, the fun part about all of these tap rooms is getting really involved with the community, whether it's giving a space for people that have dogs to go somewhere, eat, drink, hang out with their dogs. Like every time that they come here, we put down a dog bowl for them, let the dogs drink water.
That's amazing.
And I think you know, once people walk by and they see a dog there, they're like, okay, that's cool. I know where I can go. So
Ho Chi Minh City is a big place. What have we got? 9-10 million people here?
Yeah.
Yet
crazy.
our orbits all lined up. Like, I knew you through Mike, but I don't think I actually met Carmen, your wife, and my co-director at the organization. Did I meet her through you?
Yeah.
And I know that one of your dogs, Bailey, that you have, that we actually rescued the mum and her puppies. But people kept saying, no, there's 2 puppies missing. There's 2 puppies missing. And it turns out
they were at our place.
You guys had found those 2 puppies separately.
Yeah, somebody brought them over to our house and was like, hey, I can't take care of these. You want to? And we're like, sure.
Yeah, I mean, small,
very small.
well.
Yeah, Carmen got introduced to your work through Mike and I, and then she was like, that's amazing. I want to be a part of that. And here she is now, what? 3 years, 4, 5 years later?
Must be
like
at
that.
least
5 years.
5 years, yeah, because we started in 2019. So even though, you know, Ho Chi Minh is a big city, I actually find that it's a very community-based city. Like, people are very involved, want to get involved, businesses want to get involved, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's like we always do it because this is what we like. We love helping out the dogs and whatnot.
It's one of the most amazing aspects about the community, you know, the dog lovers, Ho Chi Minh City group that we have. I mean, we had 3 dogs in 1 week go to new countries. Yeah. Cloud, who you and Carmen helped foster and look after when Kendra was traveling. Because of his age, it was difficult for him to go to a dog hotel. Yeah. And then you also helped her get everything to the airport to get him to Japan. Yeah. And then the next day, or I think it was 2 days later, you were back at the airport again with another one of our dogs that was going to France.
And then 2 days after that.
And then 2 days after that, you were back at the airport again with Bob, who is going to the US. Yeah. So, I mean, it truly is a community, and the people that took those dogs as flight volunteers were all found on the Dog Lovers group. So it's really amazing that people are willing to step up and help out in those situations.
I think a lot of it too is just awareness. You know, it's just there's a lot of people out there that want to help, that love what Laws for Paws is doing, blah blah blah, but they just don't know that it's out there. So getting to do stuff like this and help spread it through our social networks, your social networks, all of that, it really drives the awareness to bring it to everybody and go like, hey, you can help, all right? And like, so I think that's the biggest hurdle. You know, because then when people find out about it, whenever I'm out and talking to people and I tell them about Laws for Paws, whether they're Vietnamese or foreigners, they're like, oh, that's out here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
so
that's out here, dude.
I think people are most surprised by how organized we are. Cheers.
Yo.
What's this one?
This is our blonde.
Okay.
Rooster Blonde. You've been drinking this one since it first came out.
Like you, I am the furthest thing from a blonde, but I do like a blonde beer.
So, really quick, our Rooster Blonde just took home Best in Show at the Hong Kong International Beer Awards.
I do know that because I follow you on social media. I'm good. I give a follow back.
And so that took home Best in Show, won a gold medal. Rooster IPA won Best in category for IPA and took home a gold medal.
You know, that's no small feat as well because it's highly people. I don't think people understand just how competitive beers are in Southeast Asia.
Well, especially in Hong Kong. Sure, you can make an argument that maybe there wasn't 500 breweries that entered, but the competition in Hong Kong with those breweries out there is pretty high.
Yeah,
it's really up there,
mean,
you know?
the Asian community is a really big beer drinking community.
Yes.
So to win an award against even more established breweries.
And coming in on their home turf.
Correct.
You know?
Is a really big deal.
Yeah.
I was super proud to see that.
Yeah,
I think that was really an achievement. And 10 years. And I imagine you were competing against breweries that have been going for 20, 25 years.
Yeah, and ones that are like internationally like distributing and all that stuff as well too, so people know who they are. So that's what I mean, you know, to beat Young Master, Fat Cat, and Hong Kong Beer Company and some of these other ones, it's kind of like, whoa, we've come a long way, you know?
Well, I think we feel the same way with our organization as well. Yeah. Like, we've come such a long way from having a small space at our vet clinic, and the balance of the dogs were at my house. Thankfully, like you, I had an understanding husband, although as soon as my husband, I would come home and he'd be sitting on the couch with a dog or a puppy going, "This one's no trouble. This one's a good boy."
I'd
be messaging Carmen going, "Carmen, put so-and-so straight onto Facebook."
Yeah. So how long's the shelter been up and running for now?
So I've been working in rescue work. Excuse me, I'm eating peanuts because they're delicious and they go so well with beer.
And they're free.
And they are free. Thank you. I've been working in rescue for 14, 15 years. However, all the organizations that I was with, they did cats and dogs. And I know you guys are massive cat lovers as well as dog lovers, and I love all animals. Yeah. But my experience is not with cats.
It's with dogs.
I don't know about their illnesses. I kind of freak out when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm fostering a cat at the moment, so my 2 cats are up on the fridge. They've been up there for like 10 days. And I'm like, really? And then usually they say, "Does that not happen with the dogs? Like, how does it work with the dogs?"
No, it's hard for my dog to get on the fridge.
And I'm like, well, obviously our shelter is cage free. Yeah. Which is great. I mean, a lot of shelters overseas don't have the ability to do that because government regulations force them to have kennels.
I didn't know that okay.
So
all my judgments out the window now.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Don't judge them for having the kennels because they are usually forced by government to have those kennels. So you can see when you come to our shelter, all of the dogs are really well socialized. Yeah. Because they have those interactions with humans on a regular basis, which is why we do so well with adoptions. One of the reasons we are so successful with our adoptions is that our older dogs educate the puppies that we have. And we are actually one of the few shelters that takes puppies. Yeah. Because puppies are more expensive than adult dogs. They need twice as many vaccinations almost. They also need to be sterilized. I mean, not all adult dogs are sterilized. And, you know, people think, oh, puppies are easy to get adopted, but they're actually not.
Isn't this what the adoption fees go towards as well, too?
I mean,
they help out with all of that stuff?
Somewhat covers the fees. but it's expensive to do the vaccinations and the sterilization. So all of that, and it takes time. Like, puppies have to be trained. You can see Frank, how well trained Frank is, which makes it easy to get him adopted. So before a puppy goes to their new home, we try to make sure that they have some toilet training, they have some crate training, that they understand chew toys rather than chew humans. And we get very, very few dogs returned.
Yeah.
But actually, Frank...
Where did Frank come from?
He is one dog that was returned.
Aww.
So Frank was with his family for 5 years. However, they were from Australia.
Okay.
And this is why when people say, oh yeah, but I'm here for the long term, I'm always like, well, you know what? Shit happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes those long-term plans change.
Yeah.
So they had financial and personal challenges, which caused them to surrender Frank after 5 years of being with them.
Yeah.
So he's extremely well trained. He's an amazing family dog.
Yeah.
He's definitely a favorite with the volunteers at the shelter.
Yeah. I'm loving our date. He's awesome.
Yeah, look, he walks easily on the leash. You've seen him. He does sit for paw. He loves his treats.
Yeah. He looks super cute in that harness.
Oh, these are our community partners.
Oh.
Poi. So they are a young couple, and coming from a business background, I love a small business with a good backstory. And they are a married couple, and they manufacture these amazing...
They make all of these?
Yeah, everything.
Hey.
And this is our collab that your wife...
it looks very familiar.
Yes, your wife very lovingly designed and Poi made for us. So a portion of the sales from these leashes, bandanas, harnesses come back to the shelter.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
That's an amazing contribution.
Yeah.
And something that when I started this 6 years ago, never imagined. Because obviously when I came here 18 years ago, there were no pet stores.
Yeah.
There weren't even vets.
No.
There were not even vets. Vets were like shop fronts with a table outside. So there was no there weren't sterile environments. People studied veterinary medicine to work for the aquaculture.
This is our Wumtau Pilsner. Nice, light, classic Czech style Pilsner. Easy.
Oh, did you know that I know the Czech word for beer?
What's that?
Pivo.
Pivo?
Yes.
I knew that. Somewhere in the back of my brain, I feel like I knew that one.
Because I'm Gen X.
Yeah.
So I was actually in the Czech Republic, in Prague, in the early 90s as they were coming out of communism. And I was actually there at the same time as the guys that own El Gaucho steakhouses here in Vietnam.
El Gaucho's dope. Very good. Oh.
So that's how I know the Czech word for beer, which is pivo.
Do you remember that? So we have 3 brands, right?
Yep.
We've evolved from Rooster Beers into Rooster Beverages, so we're turning more into a beverage company now.
Yes.
Started with the beer, but we've evolved. Here's the fizz, the soda pop, the non-alcoholic soda pop that we do, that you love, and then we have the alcoholic version of that, the Wild Side. Do you remember the Wild Side lemongrass? Do you remember this one? Yeah.
So I have a very embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's actually it's harmless.
I've lived here a long time, so I drive to be, independent. And I used to drop my daughter off at school, and then I would be in Tao Dien, and I would go and pick up, because in Vietnam you shop every couple of days. You don't go to the supermarket once a week and do a big shop. You go every couple of days and everything is fresh. So I was going to Meatworks, and they had a drinks cabinet by the door.
Yeah.
And at the time I was very much onto the Diet Coke, but I was trying to be a bit healthier.
That's
So
the
I
lemongrass
saw wild side lemongrass, and I thought, lemongrass soda. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And it sounds way healthier than Diet Coke. So
It really is. It's half the sugar of
I
Diet
don't know
Coke,
why.
which is
I don't
already
know why.
low.
But I saw the words hard cider, and I just
Hard
didn't-
soda.
hard soda.
Yeah.
It didn't register in my brain what a hard soda was. Because I'd been 18 years in Vietnam and
Yeah.
I wasn't up on all the latest
All the lingo.
So
Yeah. Gen X
here
for
I was buying 2 wild sides, thinking I was being super healthy, and driving around Ho Chi Minh City drinking wild sides. I was also taking them home and using them as a vodka mixer.
Oh, so you were taking already the amount that's in there, throwing another shot on top of it. You were having a party without knowing you were having a party.
And then I was thinking,
I do that all the time too, don't worry.
I've only
I
had
do mine on purpose,
two vodkas with the lemongrass juice, and I feel really like
Yeah.
this is hit hard. And I said to Mike, yeah, I've been drinking your wild side sodas. They're awesome. I said, I love to drink them when I'm driving around in the car. And Mike started laughing, like uncontrollably laughing. And I'm like, what's so funny about that? And he goes, you know they're alcoholic. And I said, no, it's soda. And he goes, hard soda.
It says it on there.
And I said, well, what's hard soda? What's
Yeah.
the difference? And he said, it's alcoholic. And I went, oh.
Mind you, the one thing that you totally forgot about was the 3.9%
Yeah, look,
alcohol that's on the bottom of it. Says it right there.
Dude.
Just right over.
These are my glasses. These are my glasses. I'm still vain. I'm
Yeah.
not wearing them everywhere.
So,
So-
did you introduce it to your colleagues as well?
No, I did not introduce it to my colleagues. It definitely is a great mixer. I have to admit that I'm a vodka girl.
Yeah,
So,
I love vodka.
but it does make a nice mixer, but you do
Yeah.
have to like regulate the proportions.
Yeah, if you're throwing a shot of vodka in there, right? But that's the cool thing about this is that it's very versatile. So if you want to drink it, it's got low alcohol. It's 3.9, right? So you don't taste the alcohol in it.
Well, obviously I didn't, but
And,
being Australian, that's not, you
Yeah.
know, such a big deal.
And so like you can use these as mixers, or you just drink them straight or on ice as well too. And it feels like you're drinking like someone threw a half a shot of vodka.
It's a very refreshing beverage for the Vietnamese climate.
It is. Well, and that's what I think the whole thing, the whole backbone with Rooster is to make things that are good for this climate. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
the one thing I do love is the fizz.
fizz is awesome. Yeah.
So
This has got half the sugars of all the mainstream soda pops out there, right?
But what I really like is that you've gone for local flavors,
Yeah.
like lemongrass. Like, why try and be something that you're not? Like, go for the local flavors. Lemongrass. What are some of the other flavors that you have?
So the 4 flavors that we have for fizz and for wild side, they kind of complement each other. Is with fizz, this one is the lemongrass lemonade, and then we have tamarind vanilla, which is like an Asian cola type of thing, and then we have passion fruit orange, which is really tasty.
Yeah.
A little bit more on the fun side of it, and then we have the mixed berry. Mixed berry is my absolute favorite.
Yeah,
I love
because
that
you're
one.
American. You
I love
guys
mixed
are all
berry.
into the berries over there.
You know, we wanted to just make something that was better in general for soda pops, because everything out here is just typically loaded with sugar and no one really cares about the health benefits of, you know, just drinking a soda pop. So then we're like, well, let's make an alternative option for that, something that's better for you, better overall, and that's where we came up with this, you know?
Yeah, well, for me,
It's got
I mean,
it's got half the sugars of what, you know, the mainstream brands do.
to be a an overall beverage company, I think is a big achievement in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And, you know, what we really love is the community partner that you have become for us.
Yeah.
And you are not just all talk, no action.
Yeah.
You have been a great part of our community initiatives like Paws to Park.
Yeah.
So Paws to Park is something that we do in conjunction with our other community partner, Dog Walkers in Tao Dien, and the owner/trainer, Mark O'Connor, who also is fond of a beverage, being Irish. You know, that's where you get back to these community partners.
Yeah.
So you guys have been fantastic in allowing us to have Paws to Parks at your District 7 venue. And when we look for community partners, we look for people that can really help to further our message of rescue, rehabilitate and rehome. So each time we have a Paws to Park with Rooster Beers in District 7, allows us to bring some of our dogs along and potentially get them adopted.
Yeah.
So,
and it gets the awareness out again. I say that again and again because that's always the hardest thing. Having that Paws to Park here, the amount of people that came here, I didn't know there was that many people that just in this vicinity that lived here with dogs. And since then, we've had people come here a lot with their dogs, which is great.
I think it's definitely a two-way street.
Yeah.
But we are always looking for community partners that are mutually beneficial. I have a business background, and you know, our organization gets zero support from the government here in Vietnam, and that's fair enough. Like, they're an emerging economy, so they have other things to worry about: education, infrastructure, hospitals, etc. So we are very self-reliant. But honestly, we couldn't do it without the community partners that we have. So if you are watching this and you have a business and you want to be as impactful as what Rooster Beer is, you know, reach out to us, and I'm sure that we can get a collaboration happening that is beneficial to both sides. Because coming from a business background, I want to make sure that other businesses we're involved with being successful in this process as well.
No, it's been great doing that. And I tell my friends that have businesses out here, I'm like, yo, reach out to Lost or Paws. You know, talk to them. It's good having this social impact within the communities out here. It's awesome. It's great. We get to bring this to the table, no pun intended, you know, and like, and just introduce it to everybody. And I hope from being able to do these small things that we do with you, big things, that it translates and it helps and keeps on growing and growing and growing. You know?
Even if it means we have a few more people following us on social media, and then helping to share our posts, is a big deal for us. But definitely with us looking at opening a second shelter in 2026, which is our second one, which is our big goal. So if anyone is interested in supporting us in that project, it's going to be a social enterprise, and we're definitely looking for business partners to help us get that off the ground. So it will be a urban glamping site, which is about 25 minutes from downtown Ho Chi Minh City.
Dom Nai Benoit?
No, closer. It's close enough to get Grab, but far enough away to feel like you're in the countryside.
No way. All right. That's awesome.
So that's our next big
Can we
venture.
glamp there with dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
You can bring your dogs along.
We're going glamping with dogs.
You can have a totally immersive experience. It's a very green area, but you can still be 25 minutes to downtown to have those touristy experiences as well.
Oh, that's sick, dude. That's
and
awesome.
We're going to be having animal therapy there. So, you know, you've been through one of those hard breakups.
Thankfully, I'm married now, so I don't have to do that anymore. But when it comes
But we've all been there in the past.
But when the hard breakups, though, it comes to whenever fostering, that's no one ever tells you like, you foster, it's great, but when it's time to give up the dog, you're like, man.
Look, there have been a few foster fails in my life, and a few people that have said, look, we're just going to foster him until he gets adopted. And then when the people come to adopt them, they're like, actually, we've decided to keep so-and-so.
Yeah.
But we don't actually do that many fosters, but we do a lot of adoptions. But yeah, definitely it's hard to say goodbye to fosters.
It's an unlikely partnership sometimes, you think about it, with like a brewery meeting a dog shelter. But there's no better reason to get drunk if you're going to be helping out animals. So just remember that, guys. If you guys made it this far, thank you, number one. Number two, you'll see in the copyright that we do that there'll be a code to use at our Rooster Beers taprooms, which are Tiem Bia Ga. And we're 10%. You use that code, 10% of your bill will go straight to the Lost for Paws.
Seriously?
Yes.
So
we'll be doing
that's amazing.
And we'll be doing that for about 1 month.
Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Put your money where your mouth is. Come support.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Do it. Come support Lost for Paws and get drunk for a good cause.
That's amazing.
There we go. Could have done that better, but that's okay. Want to do it one more time? There we go. We've had a couple of beers, guys, all right?
Last one.
One more? There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Libby.
Thank you, Dawn.
One more beer.
No!